Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel at Future Way Next. I hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to talk about LMI Exempt Work Permits Canada 2024 IRCC Canada Immigration. Before we start, make sure to stick around till the end for all the info. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for updates. Now, let's get into it. We'll talk about British Columbia bans private colleges from enrolling international students. Introduction: Navigating changes in education. British Columbia's latest move in a pivotal shift within the educational landscape. British Columbia has taken a bold step by banning private colleges from enrolling international students. This regulatory move, announced recently, is set to reshape the educational framework in the province. As we delve into the nuances of this decision, we unravel the motivations behind it and explore the potential impact on both institutions and aspiring international students. Join us as we navigate the currents of change in British Columbia's educational realm, shedding light on the implications and considerations that accompany this transformative decision. So to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. We are pausing approvals for the next 2 years of any new post-secondary institutions looking to enroll international students. BC is cracking down on post-secondary institutions that recruit international students. At a news conference Monday, Selina Robinson, the Minister of Post-Secondary Education, announced measures being taken to eliminate what the province calls exploitative practices, essentially international students who are being taken advantage of. Lack of instructors and poor quality of education have a lot other diverse and adverse factors which affect us a lot. I think we always have a few bad apples in every sector. I think some of the schools may be just too keen on making a quick profit, on making false promises. Monday's announcement comes amid stories of international students paying big bucks to come to BC only to have promises broken by institutions she arrived here of being told that there would be in-class instruction, only to discover on her first day of class as she showed up that the entire course would be taught online, and she couldn't understand why she had spent all that money for an online program. Aside from pressing pause and new institutions trying to recruit international students for 2 years, there will also be more inspections from the province, higher assessment criteria for degree quality, and a demonstrated labor market need for graduates. There will also need to be tuition transparency for international students, meaning post-secondaries will have to show exactly how much it will cost for the entire time that students are studying before they start. Some international students say this is a good first step on strengthening standards, but costs should also be factored into any future changes to the system moving forward. We really want to look at that affordability portion. As the minister did mention, there's no protection on international fees, and a strong message from the minister on post-secondary institutions who prey on vulnerable international students who often come to Canada alone with language barriers. Consider this a warning: you better change what you're doing, because we will find out what you're doing and it will have repercussions for your business. Earlier this month, the federal government announced a cap on the number of international student visas it'll be issuing for the next 2 years. BC currently has more than 175,000 international students in the public and private sectors in Vancouver. Kate Walker, City News. In the immediate aftermath of the federal government's introduction of a temporary 2-year cap on the number of Canada study permit issuances, British Columbia has placed a provincial ban on new colleges enrolling international students for the same time period. This is being done with the aim of eliminating exploitative practices in the field. As per the BC Post-Secondary Education Minister Selina Robinson, the province is also setting minimum language requirements at private institutions so that international students would be better prepared before entering. British Columbia schools would be inspected more frequently so that standards are confirmed to be met, and private colleges and universities will need to be more transparent with tuition fees and prove that the new programs meet labor market demands. These new policy announcements are a motive scrutinizing the diploma mills that collect high fees from international students while being the source of poor education. That's why we're introducing more stringent requirements for institutions and robust safeguards to protect international students against bad actors. provide them with a better path to success, and make sure British Columbia continues to attract the talented students we need to fill significant gaps in the labor market and drive our economy forward, said Robinson. Just last week, Immigration Minister Mark Miller announced that his department was capping the number of undergraduate study permit approvals for 2 years at 360,000 a year, a 35% reduction from last year. This comes after the student program had grown to reach more than 800,000 students in 2022, putting, according to some experts, strain on housing and affordability. British Columbia would have the power to dictate how many international students can be enrolled at each college and university, regardless of whether they are public or private. Ottawa has been allotted a number of international students to BC that it is allowed to accept. Premier David Yai told CBC's Rosemary Bon that the number undisclosed to the public at the moment concerns him, and Robinson said they have been talking to Miller about excluding certain programs that train people for in-demand professions from the caps. The Vancouver Sun reported that Yai told reporters, "I do think that there's a role for the province to play here in supporting the federal government's goal, which we share, of reducing the overall numbers." However, he added that the reductions should be done in a way that minimizes harm to the overall provincial economy, post-secondary institutions, to international students themselves, and maximizes the benefits of. We've always supported a strong international student program, and British Columbia new maximum enrollment numbers for international students will also be set for public post-secondary institutions, National Deputy Chair of the Canadian Federation of Students said to Post Media News that the cap may cause a scramble to make up for financial losses from chopped international tuition, resulting in a possible uptick in tuition for both international and domestic students. The decision to prohibit private colleges from enrolling international students in British Columbia marks a significant chapter in the province's educational narrative. As we conclude this exploration, the ripples of change are palpable, prompting reflection on the evolving dynamics between education providers and those seeking knowledge from around the globe. How will this decision influence the educational landscape in British Columbia, and what possibilities lie ahead for international students? Only time will unveil the full scope of this transformation, but for now we part ways with a deeper understanding of the currents shaping the educational frontiers in this corner of Canada. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next episode. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next episode. Till then, take care. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on future Way Next. That's it for today. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments.